The CBC is the enemy of the people. Defund the CBC.
Defund the enemy of the people.
Viva Montreal litigator turned rumbler, and this story is just atrocious. Coming out of the CBC reporting that a teenager in a school in Prince Edward Island died suddenly at school. But don't worry, they have already determined that the death was from natural causes.
From the CBC, French school board pleads for privacy after death of student. The École François Buot community continued to mourn Saturday after a student at the Charlottetown school suffered a, quote, sudden and unexpected death, end quote, on Friday. PEI's French language school board released a statement on Saturday saying the student died of natural causes and it has, quote, deeply impacted the school community and beyond, end quote.
The student's death occurred Thursday or Friday of last week. That is to say, a day and a half ago, as at the time of the recording of this video. CBC puts out an article, says as of Saturday, don't worry, this is a death from natural causes, as though there's any realm of the universe in which a 15-year-old kid dies at school suddenly and unexpectedly, and within 48 hours, the CBC can conclude, don't worry, natural causes. In this context, the CBC knows darn well exactly what they are doing, what conclusions people are going to come to, rightly or wrongly, given what the CBC is reporting. But it gets even worse, because in the headline itself, or the headline and the byline, the CBC says how the school wants its privacy to be respected. So what does the CBC do? It identifies the school by name.
Why would you do that?
Worse still, not only does it identify the school by name after writing how the school wants its privacy to be respected in the context of this tragedy, it goes on to give a Google Maps images of the school itself.
Why would you do that?
There is an old expression, never attribute to malice what you could attribute to incompetence, but there is no way to attribute this level of incompetence to incompetence itself. It has to be malicious incompetence at best, because the CBC knows exactly what it's doing. It puts out an article of another tragic, sudden, and unexpected death of a teenager in Prince Edward Island, says that the school doesn't want to be bothered, then proceeds to name the school. Not only that, show a Google Maps image of the school, knowing darn well that there will be people out there who are going to be enraged, incensed by this story in the context of what else is going on in Canada and the world, who are probably likely going to try to contact the school to get more information, contact the grieving family, bothering them during this time of grief in order to get more information. They know darn well people are going to do that, all the more so given their reporting. They know it likely might happen. They know it likely might happen as a direct response to their journalism, and the reason why they do it, they don't care. They probably actually want it to happen, because if people go and bother the school, bother the grieving family, they can then go demonize those people to further demonize a swath of the Canadian population. I'm not hypothesizing one way or the other what happened in this situation, what I think happened. I don't have enough information to even have an idea as to what happened, but that goes for the CBC as well. One does not have enough information within 48 hours to chalk up the sudden and unexpected death of a high school student to natural causes, and the CBC knows this. But they run this story as if to create a universe in which the sudden death of teenagers can now within 48 hours be attributed to natural causes, knowing darn well what people are going to think out there. And while they're doing that, let's just go ahead and name the school, show an image so that people know exactly where to go. The CBC knows exactly what it's doing. It's trying to sow discord and create strife among Canadians so that they can then further market it, further capitalize off of it to further promote further division in Canada. And worse still, they are trying to do all of this, and they are probably successfully doing all of this while benefiting from the taxpayer dollars we are paying the CBC to destroy Canadian society. Enough is enough. It's time for Elon Musk to mark the CBC as state-affiliated media out of Canada, and it is time to defund the CBC, because the CBC is the enemy of the people, and we are being forced to fund the enemy of the people.